Hello and welcome. How are you doing? Here is your professional engineer Peter Finn, and today I like to talk with you and give information that what is the most important service in our car and what is most important service. And here is nice hint. These things give us little bit information, and that means that now I am meaning that most important car service is this oil replace and change and oil add. And why this oil service and replace is so important? Because this engine what I have in here, like Toyota's or Ford or some other cars engine, this is the most important and most expensive part in car. Like in this Toyota's engine, in that Corolla model, that engine cost to replace that full package, it's something like $2,000 to $5,000 only this engine, and gearbox is almost same amount. This is the most important service. And then this couple of things this oil replace, that how you do this most important car service in well and in good manner. The first step is that we need to purchase good quality oils. And here I have one excellent oil. It's this Castrol oil, and the must and my recommendation is that purchase always full synthetic oil, because this is the most durable and most best endurance oil. This is my recommendation. I always use in all cars, in old cars and also in new cars, this full synthetic oil. It's my recommendation. And then this brand. This is in my recommendation very excellent brand, but in that one in here, this is my first recommendation. Mobil. It's the #1 in oil brands, and that's I use always Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil, and I have used that Mobil 1 motor oil now something 30 years and no any issues. This is my test winner oil. Okay, this an oil, please select Mobil oil or then some other high quality oil like Castrol. It's excellent. Okay, and then important thing that if I own new or used car, how often I need to replace this oil, because this is also a very critical thing. My rule and advice is that it's better to change oils more often than so that I am really lazy and I change oil like every third year once. It's the better take rule that I change my oil at least annually one time, or then if I drive 5,000 miles to 10,000 miles, I replace whole new oils in my car engine. And this is important. And this oil service is also very good first service what we can do. And then there is 3 steps is that we need to add oil in that cap in here, and then we need to sometimes, this is good recommendation to check oil level at least once in every month. It's good hint. And then it's good to always replace that oil filter. But next I will show that how this oil replace happens, and in next we can see that what is this process. Okay, and this was the message that what is the most important service in our cars. Okay, and thank you for watching, and then we looked at video how to replace this oil generally. Okay, and we continue. Hello and welcome, how are you doing? Next I will show that how to replace oil filter and oils to this Toyota Corolla year model 2002 to 2007. And then I go to down of this car engine area. Okay, and then we go to replace this oil filter, and we need to go in this below of this car body, and there is the front bumper, and then we go in here, and of course we need to lift up this car a little bit up, like in here, and I have used those truck pallets in over in there, that now there is space something like 2 feet, like 40 centimeters. And then when we look in here up, there is this Toyota Corolla's oil sump, and there is oil line bolt 14mm socket fits in there. And then when we look in here, there is this oil filter. And for that oil filter opening we need tongs. Where is this opening distance? It should be 1, 2, 3 inches, like 10 centimeters. And it must be bigger than this new oil filters, that distance. And then I install my tongs in that position, in here, in that way, and then I start to compress in here, just in this position. Now I take better grip in that way, in here, and then I rotate, especially when my grip is in that position, in here, and then I open. I need to take. Okay, this is the good grip, and 2 hands. Now I have only one, and then I start to rotate, and then this oil filter opens. Now it's a little bit difficult because I have only one hand, but and then it's good to use good gloves. This is not enough because these surfaces are sharp. You need good protection. And then I open that my filter, and then when filter start to move, we can use our hand. Okay, and now it moves easily. And then I need this oil canister in this ground, because quite soon there is coming oil, a little bit amount. And I take next my oil canister, and then we continue. Okay, and here is my this oil canister, what I insert in here carefully, in just in that position, that there is engine bay, and there is my light, and here is my canister, and then I check that where is my oil filter. It's in there, and then direct drop is in here. Good. Okay, then I start to rotate, and soon, and it's good to be protective clothes, because oil is harmful and it can generate cancer to our skin. Okay, now oil is coming. It comes. Okay, and then carefully this last part, because there is. And then it's good to do not throw these used oil filters to environment. Recycle this in suitable place, like in car service stations or then in some recycle centers. What take old oil and oil filters back. Okay, now this area is fine, and then I insert in here new oil filter. But before of that, I change also these oils, and I open next that bolt. Okay, and we continue. Okay, and then I am back in here below of this oil sump area, and now I am planning to open this oil drain bolt. What looks in this kind of bolt, and for that opening we need socket, what is this kind, and then longer tool, because sometimes this bolt can be tight. And then this socket size is 14 millimeter. There's this sign, and then I insert that my socket in that way that there's my hand, and I insert that in there, and then I open this bolt. Good, and then I insert my hand in here and I rotate, and there is my canister. It is in waiting oil, and then I check that how this goes in there. Good, and then I start to rotate that bolt, and then when this is in almost away this bolt, in that stage I take hard grip in here, because normally this oil bolt can drops in this oil canister and it's full of oil, and it is not nice, and that's in carefully. And then when oil is coming, okay, now it's moving, then I suddenly pull out that fast. Now oil is draining there. Okay, and here is this my bolt, and I need to clean that oil bolt next. Okay, and then this oil draining takes time, something like 5 minutes, and we wait that oil goes out. Okay, and after that 5 minutes I install this bolt back, and I fasten this bolt in Togue, what is something like 30 to 40 Newton meters, and then we continue. Okay, and then when we have this oil drying bolt in here, it's good to clean with cotton cloth. I have here cotton cloth, and very carefully, especially that surface and all dirt is away, because if there is any dirt, it's harmful to our engine. And then if you find in that area, in this top, any metallic particles, then it's really bad signal, because then you might have engine failure. Like in this Toyota, there is no any metallic particles. Okay, because this is magnetic bolt, and it collects small metallic particles. Okay, now I think that this is clean, and then I can start to go install this back, and we continue. Okay, and then it's time to fasten this oil drain bolt, and here I have suitable this fastening friends, and this length is something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches long and 15 centimeters, and this is suitable for this tightening and fastening, because if I have so short tool and if I use my maximum force in one hand, then this bolt is quite write this Togue friends in there, and then if I use this really professional Togue friends tool and I set up in there 40 Newton meters in this scale, and then when I check that what is this right amount, and when we hear this click, it means that now we have 40. Because if we fasten this bolt too tight, there is risk that this bolt can be damaged, and also too loosen is that bolt opens. But it's good to use something friends what we insert so hard then we can. It's good. Because okay, and then we continue. Okay, and then I am planning to install in here this new oil filter. What code is this? W68 divided 3, and first I need a couple of drops motor engine oil in this my gasket. This gives lubrication and this is really useful. And then when this is okay, then I insert in here a little bit oil inside in here, because this is now empty. And it's good that there is oil, that we have oil pressure on. Okay, and now there is oil. I have added there oil. And next I have next task in here. I add little bit oil, and then I go to insert that filter in my hand, and then when it takes contact I need to rotate by hand 3 divided 4 turns, that almost 75% of total turn. And then I need to check this oil amount and start engine and check that is there any leaks. Okay, next I go to do these steps. Okay, and here I am in below of this engine area, and now there is my oil filter, and there's idea that I insert that in directly in that metallic pike in there carefully, and then I start to rotate in that way with my hand, and then it takes contact. Now it runs, and then I only in fingers I rotate, and then when it takes like grip, then I need to rotate this like 3 corners, and it's good to do. It's good to do. I have methodology that I insert in there small symbol in here. I have here tool, and I do scratch, and now the scratch what is in there should move in that position in here. Okay, and now I try to remember that this is 3 corners. This line in that line. Okay, let's there is now in there a little bit more. It's in here. And, okay, and now it's there. There's this my line. Okay, this is good hint. Okay, now filter is back. I'm happy, and then I go to add oil in this engine area. Let's go. Okay, then I am in here engine area. Then I open this engine cap in my hand, and if this is tight we can use tongs, but normally this opens easily. And then I have a small funnel what fits in there, and then there is my favorite and standard oil, Mobil Full Synthetic. This is world #1 brand, and I use always Mobil. I have used Mobil now like 25 years. there is also, and then I drain here about 4/4 engine oil. It is like 3.9 liters. And then when this oil is in here, we check the oil amount in that stick and we continue. Okay, and then there is this oil stick, and I take oil stick out, and I need clean cotton cloth or paper, clean, and then I first clean this stick, and then I carefully insert that stick in there so long that it keeps the sound click, and then I take that away, and then we check that how much I have oil. This is the low level and this is the max level in here. And now we have oil in just in little bit upper of this max level, and now situation is fine. And then I need to, by the way, start the engine, because normally this oil drops a little bit. Okay, and then I start the engine, of course, and then I insert also this oil cap, because it is good to insert. Okay, and then I go to start engine. Next. Okay, now when engine is running, it's to find possible oil leaks. Can we see if there are any leaks? And is there any leaks? What we can find? No, there is not any leaks in this mattress. And then we check also this engine area. Is there any leaks in oil filter? There is oil filter. It is in here, no any leaks. And then also oil drain bolt, no any leaks. There are some oil filter for previous oils, and I need to clean those dirties away, but no any leaks and everything is fine. Okay, and now when this engine was running, I recheck again this oil amount. First clean the stick and then back in there, and then we look that carefully the stick must be in that position, in horizontally. Sorry, this is so vertically. And then when we check this amount, oil is just now in this up area. This oil is this yellow material in here. Okay, good. And this is low level and this is max level, and oil must be always in this max level. Now oil is in there. Now when I clean that away, stick is clean. Okay, and that's fine. And now I think that oil replace has been successful and everything is fine. And thank you for watching this video, and have a nice day to you.